So I had a few blissful minutes when they weren't pile driving on the site today, so I quickly dashed around to Jennie's plot and filmed a quick tour video. This is our winter plot, and anyway, lots going on there. Hope you enjoy it. So this is what we think of as the winter plot, and basically we call it that because pretty much everything here is going to be harvested in winter and early spring, or it's going to be harvested in autumn and it's used in storage, or it's harvested in early spring and frozen. You know, it's that sort of thing. It's our bulk planting. So apples, not too bad. A lot of these get dehydrated, so we'll be starting with that rigmarole soon. Nice little plums. First harvest off this tree, so we're quite excited. We've had a few already, really lovely. More apples. These are brilliant for dehydrating, not brilliant for eating. These are golden delicious, and normally we get loads and loads of this bitter pit, but I sprayed these plants this year with, is it magnesium, I think? And yeah, hardly any have got it. There's just the odd little bits on it, so a real big improvement. I'm personally not a massive fan of golden delicious, but the rest of the family are, so that's really great. And on the same tree there's discovery apples just grafted on, and yeah, they're nice. Obviously a few grubs in them, but not too bad. So that is enough about apples. So this is the squash bed. Almost all of it is Crown Prince. We really love Crown Prince. It keeps so well. It's so versatile. It's not the most prolific of all the squashes, but this bed does our family, and hopefully we'll get 25, 30, maybe 40 Crown Princes, and that's plenty to see us through until spring when we get the summer squashes. And we've got some, as you can see here, sweet corn, and the crop looks really good. Germination looks to be really, fertilisation looks to be really great, and yeah, they're really thickening up really nicely. And we would normally have filled the whole bed, but obviously because of lockdown and everything, we just couldn't get enough seeds of the same variety. So next year, hopefully, the whole thing will be a sea of sweet corn. We do not subscribe to the three sisters. We think the two sisters, squash and sweet corn, is plenty. I don't know whether I've got, oh yeah, there we go. There's a nice example of a Crown Prince squash. So this is Sutherland kale. We're always trying out different varieties of kale. In particular, we're looking for something that's really good in late winter and early spring, just to provide a bit of variety from the perennial kale, Taunton Dean, and Orbertons, which are both really good. But you know, you just don't want to eat one sort of leafy green. So we're looking for something new, and pretty pleased with those. Really pleased with the colettes. They're starting to form already, quite early. I really want these plants to be much bigger though. I want them right up here, so there's a really huge stalk for them to form those colettes on. And this year I just tried popping in the gaps these leeks, and I've been really pleased. I've got 100 or so leeks in here, and normally I just wouldn't have tried to fill the gaps, but this year gave it a go, so I'm really happy with those. All the Calabrese heads are finished now. We're just on the side shoots. We get a pretty good crop of side shoots. It keeps us going for another month or so. Got some really nice red cabbages. Our mystery plant, we don't know what it is. It's just a random seed in the mix that I didn't sow it intentionally. And some more leeks down here, get the idea. More red cabbages. So really happy with those. And then this is a bed of claret, which is a late spring flowering broccoli, purple sprouting broccoli. And we really like it, but it is a late spring one. And so we have lots of other things to eat in late spring, but what we really want is something to eat in early spring and late winter. So we've also got early purple, I'll show you that in a minute. Something is really eating that now, I'm going to have to have a look. And then we've got baby carrots down the edges here. And hopefully we'll get some nice baby carrots out of here. They won't mature into winter storage carrots or anything like that, but still a nice bed to have. And then what else have we got? Oh, I'll just show you. People often ask, do we really get as many side shoots as we say we do? Well, we do. We get loads and loads of side shoots. You can see how many are coming on here. Loads. So we're really happy. These are the sprouts. These are actually starting to form a bit earlier than normal. So I'll have to get these plants staked as quickly as possible. And you might remember we lost a lot of sprouts to cabbage aphid, but they're kind of filled out and the bed is pretty full now. So I was going to plant something in the gaps, but really there's not much in the way of gaps now. Anyway, this bed was garlic and broad beans. Obviously the broad beans are in the freezer, the garlic is drying now, and what we've got in here now are our storage beets. So we've got plenty of summer beets, but these are the storage beets, and I'm super pleased with these. They're looking brilliant, and there's a really nice crop coming there. We're going to have to, hopefully, it's a nice problem to have, we're going to need a lot of storage space for those. And then I've put more leeks in just down this side. I don't know whether you can see them. And again, I'm pretty pleased with these. I'm really quite pleased with the edge planting that I've done this year. I've got carrots and then leeks planted down the centre of the carrots. Neither seem to be bothering each other. The carrots seem to be growing really nicely, so I think I'm going to get a decent crop there. There's about 500, I think, carrots there. So that's really great. And then I've got, these are early purple down here. All down there, so that is an early purple sprouting broccoli. And then we've got cabbages and whole different varieties of cabbages. Again, one that's been really badly eaten, but I can't see any caterpillars on it, so it must be slugs or snails, I think, which is a bit worrying. I need to set the net off and have a look, see what's going on. And then cauliflowers. So there's a lot of winter cauliflowers in there as well. I think it alternates cabbage, cauliflower down there. So that's pretty much everything that's going on in that bed. And then this was a strawberry bed, still is a strawberry bed I suppose, but we're rapidly clearing these strawberries out. And a lot of them have gone onto my plot, the early ones, and they're going to grow under a cold frame, so we get a really good early crop from those. And then these late ones here, I'm not sure what we're going to do with those yet, but anyway, we're going to get this bed cleared and use it probably for onions next year, although I'm not sure what we're going to do with it over winter yet. Still got to think about that. And then round here we've got ochre. We really like ochre. This is our early winter bed, and we use ochre like a winter radish basically. It's got the same sort of crispy, tangy sort of flavour as a radish, not exactly the same, but it serves a purpose in a salad mix. And we've got loads in containers as well on my plot, and they're the late winter crop. And then last but not least, we've got the beans, and there's a mix of French beans and runner beans here. We've just finished our dwarf French beans, just taken those out and replanted that bed with late kale. And just over to the day, these beans came ready. so that was perfect timing. And actually it was pretty good timing as well for the early French beans, because they came ready just as the polytunnel beans were finishing. So I'm quite pleased with my timing. It's not really me, it's just the look of the draw really. But anyway, I'm pleased with these. I got a really nice little crop on these, and I harvested them yesterday, and you know what beans are like, you've got to keep on top of them. And then we've got some autumn fruiting raspberries and some currants. They're finished, and I think that is pretty much it for Jennie's plot, the winter allotment. So next time we get a quiet minute, I'll do a tour on my plot and Debbie's plot. So they're the perennial plot is Debbie's plot, and my plot's the year-round plot. And I'm sitting in the polytunnel at the moment. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the quick video. My name's Steve. This is the Seaside Allotment channel, and I'll see you soon.